Hey guys, so today I'm back with another Dollar Tree DIY for 4th of July decor. I hope that you're loving all the ones I've put out. If you haven't seen them, I'll link them down below for you so that you can go straight to those videos and check out, that decor, how I put together all the materials. But everything's from the Dollar Tree, with the exception of little things like some spray paint, E6000 glue, and hot glue gun. But those are all like really great staples for you to have on hand, especially if you do a lot of DIY projects. And when I think of DIY, I think of really small scale DIY, nothing that has to take me on a trip to Home Depot and buy wood and nails and things like that. Maybe one day I'll get there, but really I like to keep it minimal to things like a hot glue gun. So far I have shared with you how to do the star plates from the Dollar Tree, which I'll link down below for you, and I've also done my Dollar Tree 4th of July candle holders, which are so adorable. And today I'm doing actually, I wouldn't call it a dupe. What would I call it? I don't know what I would call it. I guess I would just say that I'm gonna bring back an oldie but goodie. So I've actually done a couple of these on my channel for the holidays last year, and they are my chalk DIY trays. And I thought, why don't I do one for 4th of July? So if you've been with me long enough and you've seen those videos, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. If not, I will link those chalk trays DIYs down for you in the description box below as well, so that you can see the different variations that I've done. Loved my Christmas one so much. And today we're going to do a 4th of July chalk tray. I mean, are you okay? Yes, so I thought I have to do this. And what I love about this, before we get started on the materials and how I put this together, what I love about projects like these is the things like the spray paint, which I've talked about. I got white spray paint, which I used for my 4th of July star plate candle holders. And now I'm also bringing it back into this plate, which will make everything very cohesive and flow naturally and look like everything was made from the same designer. Designer, cheap, crafty girl. So that's a recommendation, at least from my standpoint, but of course it's your decor, so do what makes you happy. But I think, in my personal style opinion, and style is an opinion, not a fact by any means, but for me, I love using the same kind of spray paints for the same projects, because if you start using multiple different colors of spray paint, I think it can look a little too circusy. So I like to really bring in that cohesiveness, and how I'm doing that is by using like something simple like the same spray paint color. Now let's talk about the materials that you're going to need. I got this tray from the Dollar Tree. It's basically silver. I left the back like this so that you could see this easily, and just $1. I love this tray. I have at least 10 more in case I want to make more for other events and holidays and things like that. Then you're also going to need this cute little 4th of July glittery bow from the Dollar Tree, and they come in a packet of 2, which I love because then you get another one. So if you want to make a tray for a neighbor, for family, for friends, or you can use it for another decor piece. You're also going to need chalk paint, and that's not something that I have found at Dollar Tree, so I purchased some from Hobby Lobby, but I have made so many of these trays that I think it's worth the value completely. You're also going to need a chalk marker. That's another thing that I've invested from Walmart. So I'm really not a fan of the ones from the Dollar Tree, but the ones from Walmart are like $2, maybe $3. Okay, now let's talk about how to get this done. So the very first thing that I did was I took it outside and I laid down my newspaper, of course, and then I started to spray paint the edges of the tray. Now, what I learned from the last time that I did one of these for, I think, Christmas, was that I was taping the inside of the tray where the chalk paint is gonna go. I was taping it with like painter's tape so that I wouldn't get spray paint on it. But you don't need to do that at all because the chalk paint goes over the spray paint very nicely. I gave it a couple of really good coats because the white needs a couple of coats to cover up the silver. That only took about half a day, between the multiple coats and drying and all that time. And then once I was done with that, I brought it inside where I began to apply my chalk paint. Now the key to applying chalk paint is you're gonna need a sponge. You can get a packet of these sponges at the Dollar Tree. You can also get a huge packet at Walmart, Hobby Lobby, any craft store. And the key to chalk paint is you're gonna wanna start in one direction. So start going vertically, and then you wanna trim all the way around and go in one direction vertically, and then you're gonna let that dry. And I think it takes about maybe an hour, if not less, to dry for the first layer. Once that's dry, then you're going to go in the opposite direction. Then you're going to go horizontally. So you want to make sure that you do a layer vertically and then a layer horizontally. So once both of those layers were done and dried, the next step was I took my bow, and I didn't actually show this step in the video, but I did take it outside and put on some hairspray on it, because the glitter bows from the Dollar Tree have a lot of crazy fallout and it's just too much. So be sure not to miss a step, take it outside and spray it with hairspray. I'm simply adding some hot glue and attaching it to the center of my bow. Of course, as you can see, you can attach it to any place on your tray that you want. The very last thing is writing on your chalk tray. You don't have to write anything on it. You can leave it just as a cute decor piece. I chose to go with "Oh Beautiful for Spacious Skies." And I just did a simple cursive, and then I added some cute little stars to give it an extra little kick because I felt like it was missing something. And then you just take that and you put it on your little display. And that is it. It is that simple. Okay guys, that is it. That's my DIY for today. I hope that you loved it. All it really takes is a trip to the Dollar Tree. I never get over it. It never gets old that I'm so surprised that you can take something from the Dollar Tree and turn it into something so beautiful. So I hope that you're enjoying these videos, and I hope that you're finding them as easy to do as I do. Maybe my perception of what's easy is not the same thing for other people, but I'm really hoping that these steps really show you just how simple it is with just a little time and a little patience. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today and for watching all of my videos, and I'll see you really soon for another 4th of July DIY. Bye!